Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fooling around tonight. I'm letting you see one of my pictures I drew. Although it's upside down and on an angle, I can't explain it to you, but this is one of the designs I did. It took about between 80 and 90 hours to do. I enlarged it to look a little bit different, and it looks a little bit different for every size it takes upon, because doors and windows open up as the colors change, as everything is disarranged by increasing the size without increasing the color content in between the lines. Anyways, what I'm coming to you about is not the picture right now, it's about me. And I went on Facebook and I wrote out a little something, and there was a question. Now, obviously, I don't know the answer because I've never done this before, so I play with it. See, in this site that's called, what's the name of that site called? Stumble? Stumble. So they asked the question, what is 622.6? So the way I see it is like this. 6 minus 22, because that's the way it's marked, 6 with a dash and a 22. So 6 minus 22, like it's plus 6 minus 22, which would be minus 16. Minus 6, and minus 16 is minus 22 again. Wow, it comes back to the beginning. 6, now you've got to do it the other way. Now what we're going to do is go, where's that page again? Now we're going to hear it. We're going to reverse it. We're going to go minus 6 plus 22 plus 6, because before it was a minus and the other one was a plus, so minus 6 plus 22 equals plus 16. Plus 6 equals 22 again. But what do we do with the 22? 2 and 2 is 4. The Earth is the 5th largest planet, or the 5th smallest planet, but there's not 10 planets. And I'm not talking about the Sun either. You see, what we do to the planets is we play baccarat. Since the Earth wins the game by being itself with 4 below it, it makes a 5 to the bigger planets, which are 4, which is 5, and 4 is 9. Baccarat, we win. But we have to change it a little bit. What's the payout? Well, the payout might be the Sun. Now there's 6 and 4. 6 and 4 is 10 double 0. That's the way it goes, because once you get the 10, you're exactly even where you started with. Even better, no worse than before. Now, what we have to do is we have to have a carryover and a rule, a logical rule. The rule is like this. We, or you, or me, I never studied any of this in class. I don't really know what I'm talking about, just putting the numbers together. So we have a rule. The rule goes like this. We have 9 planets and 1 sun equals 10. But if we split apart the rules and we go to the game, we break the game up, so we have the Earth engulfing 4 of them, plus the Sun, 4, 5, 6. Now, we take the other planets, and we have to add the Sun to make it fair. That's 5. 6 and 5 is 11. But now there's 2 sides. And the difference, 11, 12, 13, 14. For the difference of the sides, for the one on one side of the story, the one on the other side of the story, and the difference would equals to 14. 7.7 equal. As like man on Earth, you see the whole quiz to the Earth is who's going to win. And if you win, you get a point. So you add the point. Apparently man is 6, because again we roll it through T-ball of 6 innings. There is no 7th inning stretch. Harry Carey don't come up. He goes home. And if they do sing, they sing for tomorrow. So what did I get there? Oh yeah, so actually God is 7. Everybody knows God is 7. But man is 7 on Earth. So in all actuality, it's 7.7, meaning God is 7, man is 7, but they're in 2 different places. 2 different categories. They both can be 7, but God is in the upper category, and Earth and man and every X you see is in the lower cavity or the lower part. Anyways, where do I get next? Where's the paper? I'm going to tell you something about your lungs. You have to drink tea. You have to eat your toothpaste. You have to drink the Listerine, and this should help you a little bit, because if it helps your teeth in your mouth, why can't it help the rest, as the whole body is in one? Once you put that Listerine and you gargle it for a couple of minutes, it's already going into your system. So why not put a little bit more to cleanse out the rest of the bacteria in you? Maybe it'll take off a little bit of that scum from the lungs, added with a little bit of acid, yellow acid that the cows pee out. I don't know if you have to drink your pee or their pee, but it's your body. It made it, it came out, you got to put it back in to cleanse again, because we didn't emulsify it, okay? So now I'm going to go into the next count. Where is it? I got a lot of papers here. I don't know. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, yeah, okay. So now that we did that, most of that thing from that whatever place, I want to show you a little bit about the universe. Now remember, everything seems to spin and move in the universe because if you push your skin in, it turns into a curve. So we don't know how far we can push the pressure into something before it turns around and into something else. Similar like this. You see what we have here? You see the center there? Let me show you how that center works. I have another pen. Hold on, coming back. Just a second. I got no colors. Oh, I found this one out. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to use a black one, alright? I hope I didn't waste too much of your time. I really don't like the black one. I need a big color. Where's my black marker? Hello, black marker. No magic today? Maybe I'll use a blue crayon. Okay, I know it's taking time. I don't want to waste anybody's time. So I want to show you. I'm designing it here. I can't design it up there because I'll fall. You know, have you ever seen this before? Hold on a second. Has anybody ever seen this mouse? See that mouse? Okay, now this is what happens in the universe. Okay, the way I see it, I never studied this, so I make it up as I go, alright? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to get into the center. Once a piece of I don't know, some kind of nucleus, that's a solid nucleus, it's a matter, and it's getting pushed, and it bumps into another one, and they stick together. And they turn around each other. And they turn around until another one pops up, until another one pops up. Now you got the fourth. I don't know if they're worlds, universes, or however it works, but whatever it is, once they catch up to each other, that center looks like the diamonds on a deck of cards. But that's also a trap. You see the compress on the bottom? It's upside down. It's a compression connecting the universe. It's a gas. You see, once those four meet together, they squeeze, they stick, they spin with each other, holding on all the time, just like something else in this world I won't explain. And kaboom! It all blows up. Yeah, the same thing is happening in the ocean. You see, they created a cavity by letting the oil out. They left the pipe there, which is good, to let the air out. But the air's not coming out because they put cement on it. Holy cow. Now we've got an air pocket. You know what happens with air, especially underwater. You go underwater, you float back to the top. Apparently, the scientists have measured that it's gaining 13 feet per day on the rise of the bottom of the floor. That means the cavity is rising. Thus, should it bust or burst, the oil floats to the top, and we got to refill that cavity. But wait, how many kilometers deep? How many kilometers wide? How high is it? The sand has to come from somewhere, but wait, there's more to the story. It's rising 13 feet a day, but the pressure from the ocean is only letting it rise 13 feet a day. Once less, the pressure of the ocean starts to dissipate at 52–55%. That won't rise at 13 feet a day. Once it passes the 50–60 mark, it shoots right to the top like a bomb explosion. Holy Christ, the oil leaks out, it's fire in the sky, it ignited itself, and it's got to fill the hole. But if that doesn't happen, wait for the big storm. The storm of, last one was Igor, but I think because the I is the last letter, I think on the 6th key, or the 5th key, going into the next key, which is the 6th key, which is the 6th number, and man is 6. So we're going to have an IJ. But if you put the I and J together, it looks like a D. Put the small I with the, no, put the big I with the small J, it comes a D. I don't know what that means, but it's got to be a double storm coming up. Or maybe the I of the storm is going to hit the D. Is that possible? Ocean, Gulf, shaped like a C, on the diagonal revelation, on a diagonal way, hitting one side of the sea. I'll try and make this for you. Now that I lost my other paper, here, we'll do it with marker. See, you see, that's the sea. So, when the waves come from here, they go like this, like this, like this. It's like a pinball machine. Can you see, hold on a second, can you see this? You see that? I'll do it again. Because if you didn't see and you want to stick around with me, I'll do it again. I'm going to try to do this. I told you I don't know how to draw really much. So I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to do this and this. Now we have this. C. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it away from, I'm really sorry because I just got to, it's like a pinball machine. So we're going to go from east to west, because if you go from west to east, you miss everything. But going from west to east, you hit. Especially if you go west-north. I mean east-north. If you go east-north, you hit. If you go west-south, you bang into the Florida Keys and you don't go nowhere. So when it comes from the west and to the, from the west to the east, all the way down to the north, you hit this way, and you hit this way, and you hit this way. You see, look, I'm gonna put arrows, okay? I'm gonna put arrows, and then it hits this way, and then it hits this way, 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 and it hits this way. Now, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a couple of stars in there. And once it hits all those ways, you see where the X is in the center? That's the rock. That's the cement they put on. Once those waters, and that's not a big block of cement. It may be big for the place it's in, but it ain't deep there, and it ain't big, because when the ocean waves of IRENE or Jack, IRENE and Jack, do you think those know? IRENE has been here before. Ingrid. Has Ingrid ever come into a storm yet? Ingrid and Jack. Let's make it Ingrid and Jack. Why? Because it's going to be going east and north. Ingrid goes east, and then if Jack goes north, all men go north. So anyways, now you got to go east, west, north, and south, and it's going to tear apart like crazy. It's going to drill like a screw into the ground. It's going to be all crazy. It's going to dig a hole by itself. And once that digs a hole, my friend, all the oil pops out. It's not science fiction, you know. Figure it out. Go to your bathtub. Plug it up. Go outside. Do something. If you don't understand me, call someone up and ask them if it's possible. And the only possibility you are looking for is how much weight the stone is, how much of that pipe is stuck in it that it's going to grab to spin around like a screw, and how much pressure does it need. You see, just use the science. Don't listen to anybody say, no, it can't happen. If they can explain it, then there's something wrong. And if they say but, it means it's only an excuse. And don't forget about the chicken, okay? Because he scratched his feet on the ground and scratched his feet on the ground. Putt, golf, pimples, putt. You got to hear the rest of the story. We got 4.5 minutes gone. I'm going for a bite to eat. So now you know how everything works the way I see it. Now it's all up to you. Let me show you a couple of pictures I did in the past couple of years if you'd like to see in the next video. I won't let it be long. But what's long? What's short? Yeah, to let you know one other thing. Every man and every woman has 4 ears. And every woman has got 4 lips. Try and figure that one out. Maybe I'll tell you in the next story. For now, go have a beer. Remember, don't put the beer in the glass. Coors, I sent you a message on how to make the new bottle. Well, not in a glass with the beer. We need the bubbles inside our stomach to bubble everything up and get out the air that's inside of us. Drink it slow. I'm not sure if you're supposed to swish it around, but if you want, add a little bit of soda water in. That way we don't lose the bubbles. We enhance the bubbles so they work in us, so they bubble up. And I'm in 1333, and I'm going to give you something about the heart that I want to show you. I'm only going to show you part of my stomach, all right? I want to show you something. Does anybody see the hole here? You see this hole is it actually like the choke on a car, you know, for the gas, and you have to, you know, fix it up. So everybody presses here when you have a heart attack, but I know it's a little disgusting, but also you have to eat properly because it'll jam up on you, just like any car gets overloaded or overfluid or there's too much. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you look at that picture for the last 30 seconds before it shuts down. I'm going to go get something to eat. Here we go. So what do you think? Okay? This picture means a lot of things. If I put it straight up, which way is straight up? Okay, straight up. Okay, does anybody see those beaks of the birds? Well, that's actually the jester's crown. It's a joker's crown. He jokes. And you can see all the birds. The birds are all over. And if you move and move and move, you have all kinds of different little things. I'm not sure what they mean because no one has asked me the question yet. I'll let you go for now, and you'll let me go for now. We hold no hands.